Hey, hello everybody. Oh my God, you got here exactly on time, Todd. I just literally said hello. So look at everybody's here. Hi Liz, hi Todd, hi Guji, hi Kathy, hi Ancient Teapot, hi Calista Cat. So nice to see everybody. Moira's dog mom. Nice to see you. Um, Random old lady. Yay, everybody's here. So I feel Amy Sue Who. Nice to see you. I feel like I kind of, well, I definitely did. I sort of dropped the ball for a bit there. I, uh, I just kind of hit a wall. I was here last Thursday doing a Tricia video, and then I had intended to be live again on Saturday, and then I just couldn't. I just couldn't pull it together. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it on Sunday. And then on Sunday, I was like, okay, Tuesday for sure. And then on Tuesday, I was like, okay, definitely Thursday. So I don't know what happens exactly. I hit a wall of some kind. I think that my therapist would call it a compassion wall. And she might be right. I just felt like I couldn't listen to Tricia or Megan or any of these. Hello, Lindsay. Any of these terrible people we talk about so much. I just couldn't make myself do it. So I decided not to be too hard on myself and just give it a rest for a week. So I'm glad to be back. I always get a little bit of stage fright before I join. And for the Jim Crochet fans in the crowd, I actually feel like the person that you don't mess around with in this situation is Sue and not Trish, or CR, who is in the phone call, and not Trish. But it is such a badass picture of Tricia that I could not. Yes, I'm glad to be back too. I just couldn't resist the picture of Tricia. So I wanted to share that. And I just want to say, so I just don't have any particular credentials. I'm an ex-mechanic with an English degree, a fair bit of experience with toxic people. These are just my opinions. We're just here to have a good time, just for entertainment. If you learn something along the way, then that's great too. I often learn things from people in the chat. Hi, HMS Gen X lady. Nice to see you. Has anybody seen Lil Whiskers around me? They haven't seen Lil Whiskers for a while. Yeah, and also, so if you would like to support the channel, you can do so by liking, sharing, subscribing, buying a membership. There's super chats. The pinned comment has links to penny chats, I guess we could call them. There's Buy Me a Coffee, and there's my PayPal. So there's all that. There's so many people. Actually, I mean, we got to hand it to Calissa. I think we got to give that one to Jolene. Jolene is the one who broke the story by just, she was just roasting Tricia one day. Like, let's roast Tricia. Let's see what she's doing. And then it turned out that she was committing crimes. So, but yes, I mean, my opinion is it takes a village to take these people down. And so actually the first thing I wanted to share with everybody today is something that we can all celebrate. So this is a TikTok from Christina Mack, location CrimeCon 2026. So I'm just going to share this little video for a couple seconds for everybody's enjoyment. Hey, John Smith, I got your email.
I close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling out of the sky. I close my eyes. Heaven help me when you call my name. I close.
So pretty great. Christina is at CrimeCon. I can't imagine what time it must have been for her to manage to do that video without any people around. Maybe it was the middle of the night, but yeah, she's there now, and she's with all her pals, and she can go wherever she likes. She can attend all the panels, and she can be wherever she wants. Hey, the real Brenda, nice to see you. Thank you for saying that. That's nice of you. Yeah, Christina's great. I've been super impressed with Christina from the word go, and she does not fail to impress. So yeah, she's going to start putting out a little more long form content, telling her version of the story. She mentioned Lauren Matthias by name for the first time a couple of days ago in one of her TikToks. And yeah, I just wanted to celebrate her a little bit because yeah, she has been through a lot. It's been a hell of a year for her. And so yeah, I hope that they're all having a blast. I gather that I don't know that I have heard rumors that Lauren is not welcome there, that Nate has said that he heard from the organizers of CrimeCon that Lauren and Grace are not welcome, and if they try to book tickets, they will be refunded or shut down in some way. So I don't know if that's, it's a rumor as far as I know. But I really, really, really hope it's true. And I really, really, really hope that Lauren spends a lot of money to get there, just to get turned away at the door. That's what I really hope. So Rhonda says, I made a live. Unfortunately, when I get alerts you're live, the video is almost over with. I know, it's right. It happens to me too. I don't even mostly bother with notifications for channels anymore because I find it so annoying that I get the notification after it's over, that I would rather just not get it at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I believe she was planning to go. Yes, there were some texts floating around that revealed that they were planning on having a CrimeCon pool party or something, maybe at their hotel. Oh, of course she does. Of course, it's not going to cost her any plane tickets. You're absolutely right. She lives there. Sorry, I keep forgetting I shouldn't wrap my fingers on the table. Yeah, that's right, right? They're having a private party for their favorite gems. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lauren's going to Lauren. I'm not sure that we can stop her from that. I believe there have been efforts, yes, to get Tricia excluded based on her behavior with John Ramsey last year. Somebody says, Grammy Cheryl says, if you don't get notified, unsub and then resub. Sometimes that helps. Okay, great advice. I never heard of that, but that's awesome. I will definitely try that. I do hope that Lauren isn't welcome at CrimeCon. I hope she gets the consequences that she so richly deserves. And Stacy bailed at the last minute. I'm not sure that Stacy's a real person, Marissa. I don't know. I've only ever seen a photo. She never seems to appear in the real. What's that? Ancient Teapot says YouTube stopped delivering all notifications to all my sub channels. It's a new feature they're trying. I think that must be a joke. But yeah, I almost never get notifications, and when I do, it's usually after the fact. I believe that the old bat in the cowboy hat is already there. If you go to her Web Sleuths, channel, there's a CrimeCon icon on the front page, and you click it, and there's a picture of her in her cowboy hat, and there's a picture of this is not a joke, says Ancient Teapot. Okay. And there was a picture of her in her cowboy hat, and there's a picture of a Caesar, a bloody Caesar. So yes. So Stacy apparently didn't go. So Tricia grifted for flights to CrimeCon. Can anyone get some audio from the party? I certainly hope so. I hope that there are people on the inside. I genuinely do. I think it would be great. Anyways, I'm just really glad that Christina's there. I'm glad that it's happening. I like to think of all of those women, Janice and Lori and Sarah Crossbody and Lindsay and all of them there with Christina, having the blast that they should have had last year when they were actually busy being traumatized. So Gigi's there. Yeah, I mean, this is an exciting weekend for everybody, and I hope that all the people that made the effort to be there, to put on something for the show, to have a stand, to do whatever. I hope that it all goes screamingly well for everybody. Um, I mean, I have my reservations about CrimeCon. I think a lot of us do about the whole, financialization of it all. But at the same time, um, there are people. These are our people, and a lot of them are there. So I just wish them a good time. Hi, just me. Hi, normal. Hi, to home mom. Yeah, so lovely to see everybody. So yeah, so this phone call that I have of Tricia is it's so the one we listened to last time took place on the 25th of July, 2013, and this one is on the 17th of July. So it's actually a few days earlier. And it's an earlier attempt at getting the information out of Tricia about the organ and about donations that she might have received. She's working for um, on behalf of, not for, but on behalf of Sue to try to get some, you know, dirt on Tricia, try to get Tricia to admit to things. And so a lot of the conversation is kind of about that. Some of it is sort of familiar, but I still feel like it's worth listening to. And yeah, I would agree with that normal Idaho mom. She says, I hope this helps with healing for Christina and our friends. Did you see I'll play it one more time. I'm just going to play the TikTok again one more time of Christina at CrimeCon. So here we go.
Close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling out of the sky. I close my eyes. Heaven help me when you call my name. I close.
Yeah. So yay for her. I'm so glad that she's there having a good time. There's just so much to know, right? Marissa's saying, are Megan and Tricia were they roommates last year? Is Joe Schmo there? Ew, can you imagine rooming with Megan? Ew, can you imagine rooming with Tricia? They comped her tickets. John Smith. John says, I'm glad Christina went. I was afraid she'd be embarrassed to go, even though she did nothing wrong last year. They comped her free tickets, even though they did nothing wrong. But they heard all about it, and they comped her free tickets. And apparently they've said they're going to keep Lauren and Grayson out if they can. So anyway, yeah, I think it's amazing. And no, she has nothing to be embarrassed about at all. She's a dynamo. I mean, you take one look at Christina and you can understand exactly why Lauren was so threatened by her, right? I mean, she's got talent oozing out of every pore. And she's also a decent person with functioning, empathy. So I think that makes a huge difference. I'm sure I could spend the whole day looking at videos of everybody on everything, but I think we're gonna just watch this video of Tricia because it's taken me an entire week to get here. So I think I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, so here we go. It's kind of a lot of the same stuff, but it's also worth hearing. So here we go.
Hey, I'm gonna try calling her since it's after 3 and see if she'll answer the phone.
Okay.
Okay, put yours on mute.
Hey.
Okay.
So yeah, trigger warning. You might see Megan's face a couple of times, and if you're not sitting down, it might cause you to pass out. So just a warning. And for people who are just joining us or who weren't there last time, this is CR, and she is phoning Tricia, and she is recording her in an attempt to catch her out. And she has her friend is listening in on mute in the background. That's what that little conversation was just at the beginning. And now they're going to call Tricia.
Hi, can you hold on just a sec?
Yeah, I'll do it.
What? But what?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how in the hell I got you on a speakerphone.
I don't know. Hold on. I gotta put the phone down for a bit, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
I agree.
Hello, T.
Hi.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's work going?
I'm home now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm starting the second half of my work day, heading to Salt Lake to do my...
Oh, are you?
I told you I lost the E-Trade account. I was the voice of E-Trade for 13 years.
I don't know if y'all caught that, but Tricia just said I was the voice of E-Trade for 15 years or for 13 years or something, which I'm not even sure what E-Trade is, but that's kind of interesting. And I never knew that. And at this point, she's saying she just lost that gig to someone else.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, now they've got some big ballsy guy that sounds like he's on 200 quarts of testosterone a day doing it. Welcome to E-Trade.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was my biggest account, but oh well. I still have another one.
Oh, good.
What was
I was calling you because I have been upset and aggravated all day.
about?
I know when I get upset and aggravated, I need to call you.
Call me.
Yeah, I always call you when stuff bothers me.
I absolutely love this woman, and I love her accent so much. She reminds me of Kathy Bates in The Office when she played the woman she had giant dogs, like giant Great Danes, I think. And she bought the company, Dunder Mifflin or whatever they were called. That's who I picture when I listen to CR in this.
When we were talking this morning, it's just bothering the heck out of me. I feel like there's something going on, and you're trying to keep it a secret from me, like you're protecting me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah,
No,
because because you kept saying to me about the organ, and you know good and well we were laughing and joking. I said, "Oh, we'll just say the organ to cover your ass with Sue," and then I'm what the hell's going on?
Nothing. Back up. I called you earlier. You saw that I missed a call?
Yeah.
This is what I was going to talk to you about. That's so funny you brought that up.
Yeah, because
Hilarious. It's so funny you brought that up. What a coincidence. I think she might be from Georgia, just me. So she sounds like she's from Tennessee. Yeah, she's a total badass. She does an amazing job here. I'm going to, have you guys all seen that the response to Tricia's withdrawal from the case, right? Where she dropped the case against Daphne. Have you all seen the response wherein they say where Daphne's lawyers are saying that they want to get rid of Tricia's claim on the case on the will, that she's a creditor because she's actually just an interloper and a troublemaker, basically. It's very good. We'll have a look at it later, but it's basically saying like this woman has no claim on this will and she's an interloper and she's just causing problems, and they're moving to have her attempts at becoming a creditor and holding up the probate. They're attempting to have them thrown out. Interloper, yeah, meddlesome. It was amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see. We'll read it after the phone call.
I'm just, my stomach's been knots.
Oh, Jesus, no. There's nothing going on with you or the organ or anything. It's with me and my brain, and I'm scared to death.
Of what, hon?
Okay.
What's going on?
Because
you got me. I can't even talk.
It has nothing to do with you, I swear to God, or the organ. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. It has to do with me having horrible memory problems that scare me to death.
A curious-minded seeker says, hey, everyone. Yes, Penny, I saw the response. I'm curious about how far Tricia will push that she's a creditor. Well, I suspect, I think that she has, I think she's realized that her goose is cooked here, that whatever she was trying to cook up isn't going to happen. All of it is public. She knows that. She knows that we're out here checking the docket every day. If she had anything that proved that she wasn't a meddlesome interloper, she would have produced that. So I think that she is probably facing, a bit of a dark night of the soul at this point, and good. Consequences are my love language, after all.
Yeah, because that's what was worrying me, too, because I'm like, I know we had the conversation, and we started laughing and cutting up about it, and then I'm like, why is she saying this? And then I thought to myself, oh, my God, Tricia, she did have the concussion. Is she really, really sick? Or have I done something? And you know how nutty I get.
Here's the thing, okay? Here's absolutely the God's honest truth on my part. I swear to God, in my mind, I had...
How many times are you going to swear to God and tell us it's the God's honest truth before you come out with that lie, Tricia? How many?
Told you the organ. Now, when I called you that day about Sue, I was panicky because I thought that somehow she had found out that you had given me money.
No.
And when you... Oh, hold on. Let me finish. Stop. And you said, well, we can just tell you sold the organ. I went, oh, God, yeah, we can just tell her that because, yeah, that's what we did. I didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
And then, in my mind, I, honest to God, thought because I told Will, I said, okay, can't sell the organ. I said, I don't know if she'll ever pick it up. We may have it for life, but it belongs to Kathy.
Right? She's just going to hang on to this organ for life. We don't know. She may never pick it up. We're just going to hang on to this organ for life. So, does anybody know? My short-term memory is really getting bad, but I saw something somewhere, and I can't recall where, but I saw something somewhere that it seems like our friend June loves to craft, that she has seen the light, and that she has been over in the chat calling Tricia out and saying, hey, I've seen the deposition. I've heard the phone calls. I believed in you and you were lying. Has anybody seen this? Because I had a sneaking suspicion that Junebug, that she might join us over here on the light side. I feel like she was having more fun over here with us than she was over at Tricia's. First of all, but I heard that she was posting on Tricia going, hey, I believed in you and you were lying.
I said it could sit here for life, Will, but it's not ours. And left it at that. And I am wondering if, I don't know, but here's the other thing. There's been other things that I have done that I've said or that someone has said to me that has just gone in one, just not even in one ear and out the other. I have no memory of it at all.
That's not good, because I know that when we talked on the phone about the money, I know that you needed some money for your meds, and the second go around, I know the money was stolen out of your purse, and I know you told me that when I did the wire, your checking account was overdrawn, and I was like, my God. Wow.
You see how CR is getting all of this stuff on the record? She's getting it all on the record. And you know who's not disagreeing with her, right? She just does an amazing job here. I would venture that these phone calls might be the reason, that she had to settle in the end.
Well, that's what I was doing. So I mean, you've got me so confused.
Kelly Cal, she needs to pretend the money is for the organ because that's what she told Sue. She told Sue that the money that CR gave her was to buy an antique organ from her, not to just give her money to help with her, whatever life problems. Apparently June called Tricia out. Yes, and apparently people saw it. So we have eyewitnesses. I hope Junebug comes back too. I think that Boss Lady in fact, I know the Boss Lady blocked her from this channel, but I unblocked her because I kind of like her. And I have been taken in by people, right? I have been taken in by scammers. It happens, right? We got to have grace for people who are figuring out who Tricia is.
Confused. And I know we talked about the server, because, the server, I forget what it was. What was we talking about the server? Oh, because Wesley's wasn't making much money. That's what it was. You just tell me that they weren't making a lot of money.
No. Here's the deal with the server. The server was, we were making enough money to cover the server. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no worries about covering the server whatsoever.
Right.
We were, but the server was costing more money. But no, that wasn't it.
Oh, I thought, okay. Oh, I misunderstood, because I thought when I gave you some of the money was to pay a server fee one time.
No.
Because I know
See, she's so good, eh? She's trying to get it all on the record. And she's actually doing a really good job of just being like, oh, we're just friends and we're just going over this stuff. And I'm just reminiscing or whatever, right? And she's literally getting it all on the record.
come back and asked you one time before how much, when we were sitting and spinning.
Yeah. Right.
No, I asked you that. No. You told me it was like $5,000, and I was like, whoa, no, I can't do that.
No. Oh, yeah, $5,000 if I hire them to do everything.
Yeah,
no, not $5,000. Yeah, no.
Like, no.
$5,000 a month if I hire them to do everything. Right now it's $359 a month.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't know. $5,000. Here's what the $5,000 a month is. $5,000 a month. If you know how
nobody can do that.
No, it used to be $250 a month, and now it's $359 a month.
Oh, okay.
No, WebSleuth is fine. WebSleuth is fine. I would like to make more money so we can pay the moderators, but no, WebSleuth, money-wise, WebSleuth is fine.
Oh, okay.
But it's not making enough money for me to live on, let alone, that's why I have 3 jobs. WebSleuth, Petco, and this.
Sorry, what screenshot? Hang on, I want to go see and look. I just posted the screenshot on your YouTube community tab. Is it a screenshot of Junebug calling out Tricia? Because I wouldn't mind seeing that. CR is honest too, which I love. Like, she says, I can't promise anything. And she also keeps saying, Kelly, I can't lie. You know me, I can't lie. I don't like liars. I don't like liars. And the whole time Tricia's lying to her. And she knows it. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, so I will try to go over to my page and see if I can find that, and then we can all look at it together. But just give me a second. We'll watch this one.
Yes, it's not making enough money for me to live on, let alone to do anything else.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the problem there.
But I thought this morning, after we talked this morning, I'm like, I know Tricia, and that doesn't sound like Tricia. I said, Tricia must know something, and she's covering because I'm her friend, and she doesn't want me drug into something.
No, I swear to God, I would tell you. And that's so funny that you brought that up, because that's why I called you again. Because there have been things that, since that concussion, that I have done that and it's nothing. Here's the thing. It's nothing.
She reminds me of Chandler Halderson. So yes, very quickly, I'm going to share this tab instead, and we can all read it. So June loves to craft. I see how it is. I come in telling the truth because I find out you lied and I get blocked. I am so disappointed. June loves to craft. I will pray for you, Trish. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Beautiful. I knew that it was, I had heard that it was out there, but that's the first time I've seen it in the wild. So thank you. So actually, I haven't seen it in the wild. I've seen your screenshot, but thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. And yay for June, right? See, we are doing good work here, people. We are doing good work. Changing minds, unlike Megan, who can't, she knows she can't change anybody's mind. But we can. So here we go. Back to Tricia.
Nothing serious.
Okay.
I haven't done anything scary. I haven't done anything where I've gone, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. It's just, what the fuck?
Right.
And this is one of those, what the fuck?
Yeah, because that was like one of the things about the radio show when we were talking about that. I know I told you that said I could say what I said because I thought I read you the text message, and then I thought,
no,
something really wrong with Tricia. Did she really get hurt?
No, and here's the other thing. I swear to God, I know I talked to you and
right,
but I do not. I mean, if you listen to the radio show,
I haven't looked at it.
Listen back, and you hear the shock in my voice. I did not hear that. If you said that, I swear on the eyes of my child, I did not hear it.
I told you before we went on air too.
No, the only thing you told me, the only thing I remember you told me was that people were going to know that you talked to me. And I thought, what? And honest to God, I swear, Kathy, on the eyes of my child, I had no idea about any of that until you said it. That's why if you listen to me on the thing, I'm just like, because I'm just stunned.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what have you done that's not scary or criminal? What are you doing? Are you forgetting things? Are you?
Oh, just forgetting shit. Just like this. Like, let me think. Oh God.
So she keeps wanting to make it like this is so serious, and it's scaring the shit out of me. It's so terrifying that I like completely manufactured this memory of you buying this organ off me when it never happened. And yet when CR takes it seriously and says, oh my God, that's really scary. You need to go to the doctor and you need to do something about it. She belittles it, or not belittles it, but she minimizes it and acts like, oh, it's not that big a deal. And yet it's like this big deal that is scaring the shit out of her. And it's her whole reason why she did the things that she did. So interesting. Taking financial advice from Tricia. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't do, is take financial advice from Tricia. So
a perfect example. My neighbor's brother is missing.
Oh my, that's awful.
That's awful. So I set up an appointment. I've got all his paperwork and everything. I've got it set up. I even went so far as to get her a drink that she likes.
She's literally talking about her neighbor's brother is missing. And she's in such a hurry to get to the point where she forgot the thing that proves that she forgot, that she didn't sell the organ to CR, that she doesn't even have a minute to say, like, yeah, my neighbor's brother is missing. It's this crazy situation. And, whatever, like, she doesn't even acknowledge the seriousness of the brother being missing. She is in such a hurry to tell her lie and get CR on side.
Say, like a soft drink that she likes, and I set it down and I'm making notes and I'm doing research, and then it's just gone. I totally forget that we're supposed to have a meeting, that I'm supposed to be over there. All this, I've done all this work. I've done everything. It's all done. And then it just, when you I'm sitting there, and I've got the paperwork in front of me. I have the juice thing in front of me, the soft drink thing in front of me, and I just totally spaced it off. And then I went, holy shit. And then she called me, and I went, oh my God. And it wasn't just a normal, oh, I forgot. It was gone out of my brain. It was gone.
Damn.
And it was
That's
like,
scary.
Yeah, well, it's not, but it's nothing, like I said, I haven't done anything where I've been like,
well,
I mean,
the thing is it can progress if there's something and you were hurt really bad. You don't want to be driving and something happen and you end up in Egypt.
No, I know, going, well, I thought I was supposed to go here. No, and so I don't honestly, I will tell you, I don't know what happened with the organ. I just know in my brain, I filed it away that the organ was yours because it was a $2,500. I looked it up, $2,500, and that's what I was going to try and sell the organ for.
Right.
So I just filed it. I just thought in my brain, I mean, it's no big deal.
Yeah, but I know, but you know me well enough to know, because I thought this morning, like, Tricia knows me well enough to know that I'm not going to spend that kind of money to ship an organ.
Well, I know. Well, I didn't even, the thing, you have to understand, there was no thinking of what he would do or what she wouldn't do. Like I told Will, I said, we may have it sitting here for the rest of our lives, but that's her organ now. So I don't know. I'm just telling you.
I'm curious why did you sell the organ if you were happy to have it just sitting in your house literally until you die? Basically, like, it's so bizarre. Yeah, the background. Hi, Wicked Stitches. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Yeah, she's just so, she's so intent on getting this lie out and getting CR to believe it that she's kind of missing the fact that it's just a ridiculous lie. But I also think that, like, by this time in her life, right, Tricia has been lying and scamming and grifting and, for probably most of her life by this point, right? And in your private life, it's just easier to get away with this stuff than it is when you're under a microscope, right? And people, honestly, a lot of the time, people won't call out lies because they find it embarrassing, right? They feel embarrassed by it, and so they won't call it out. They will just go, okay, and just like accept it and move on. And she has gotten accustomed to the fact that people will fill in the blanks for her. They will accept her lies because they just don't want to deal with how embarrassing it all is. I mean, it's all part of her weaponized incompetence, right? I heard that Junebug apologized, and I'm impressed too. I mean, this is right, Junebug being the example that Tricia needs, right? Yeah, it's a shame because this is probably, I mean, you think, how many Junebugs does she have sending her $5 a month, or sending Othram $5 a month, signing up for their monthly, donation to the Spit and Spooge people, right? She was making a lot of people mad. I don't know, she didn't really make me that mad. I didn't find her that abrasive, really. I felt like she was sincere and that she believed in Tricia. And that can be hard, right? That can be hard when you believe in somebody who is a terrible person. It can be hard to come around to the reality of who that person is. As I say, I have been there, so I am able to have compassion for people who fall for grifters. It's been my, I have had similar experiences. So
That's what I understood in my brain. Whether it's correct or not, I don't know.
Well, maybe you need to go back to the doctor since you're having these problems.
I don't know even what to tell him.
Well, just tell him that you're losing, if you're losing your...
Did you catch that? Kathy is, again, she's like, oh, she's taking her lie seriously, right? Oh, well, you need to go see the doctor. And Tricia's like, I don't even know what to tell him. And yet a minute ago, she was like, this is the most scary thing in the world. I'm scared. It scares the shit out of me. And yet she can't even come up with an explanation to tell a doctor about what's happening to her. It's beyond ridiculous.
Train of thought. Tell him if you're losing that. Tell him you're losing that. Tell him that you're forgetting things, and the things are laying right there in front of you, and it's just like going totally out of your mind. And have him recheck you to make sure that you're okay. Make sure that from the concussion, there's not like a little clot or something that's putting pressure somewhere and causing some of this. And you promised me you will go to the doctor, right? You promise.
I will. I promise.
Promise.
And the only reason I kept bringing it up is I'm trying to figure it out, and the radio stuff, because I know. Here's the thing I do know, and this I would if you had a gun to my child's head, this is what I would say. I absolutely would have stopped you from saying that about because I knew everybody would freak out. And I know how these things work because I've made all these mistakes a million times over. And that I do know. So
what do you think of right now with what's going on?
I don't. You know what? I don't know. I haven't followed any of it.
I haven't either.
I haven't talked to or texted with since probably around that time. Right. And, I'm just, it's like, I don't even know what to think anymore. That forum, it's just so. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't, I'm out of all that stuff. It's calm. I should say, done a good job. It's calmed down. Good. But it just was mean. Yeah. Mean, and I thought. So are they still posted over there? Are they still posting and stuff? I'm assuming. I haven't checked. It's not shut down or anything. Okay, good. I'm assuming they are, but I haven't looked. I haven't looked to see anything. Yeah. So, oh God, please don't have your stomach in knots. There's nothing. Okay. If there was something involving you, I would say. Yeah, because you also scared me when you asked me if Sue had called me, and I'm like, well, whoa, what's happening? Am I going to get a phone call? Nothing. And the thing is, here's what I really, honest to God, I have no idea. There has been nothing going on, and I just wanted to make sure on the off chance, because you're the only one that knows about this really. That I've talked to one other person, a friend of mine.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Hey, Just Me says, if you had a pews at my child's head, who says that? It's like, that's exactly it, these people, right? Like, they just don't realize how they come off. Like, people don't, in their imaginations on purpose, put their children in danger, right? Like, it's just so bizarre. And for anybody who has a child and functioning empathy, this is strange behavior.
And that's it. Well, does that friend know that I loaned you that money? No, I don't know. Okay, I didn't know. I think so. Well, I didn't know if you told him. No, I don't. No, I didn't. But anyway, so I thought, I have no idea what Sue's doing. I hope everything's calmed down. I don't have any idea. Since you're the only one I've told, basically, other than my friend, I thought, well, and I don't know why she would even think to do anything, but I just wanted to make sure that you, and that's so funny, because we're worried about each other. I just want to make sure you would not try to protect me.
You see, she's not only not the bad guy, she's actually the good guy. She was actually just phoning to make sure that CR was okay, right? That CR wasn't going to put herself in harm's way on behalf of Tricia. She was just phoning to make sure that her friend was okay. When in fact, what she's doing is phoning to pretend that she has a serious medical situation going on, possibly neurological, that may be like literally life altering. And she's telling all of this to someone who she claims is a good friend of hers in order to get out of, the lie that she told. Like, this is how little they think of the people that they call friend, right? That they're willing to say those things. And I mean, we know by this point, and Ancient Teapot says, it tickles me that all this time Trish has no idea that CR and Sue are talking and clocking all this BS. And yeah, I mean, CR is not being taken in by this at this point, but there was a time when they were friends and she wasn't suspicious of Tricia. And Tricia would have been happy to use, and probably did, use any number of lies to get what she wanted out of CR, right? And here she is feigning this good kindness of her heart, that she was just concerned that CR was going to, she didn't want her to lie on Tricia's behalf. She just wanted to make sure. Like, it's so infuriating. And the fact that CR gets through all of this without blowing her cover, as it were, is pretty impressive.
Always tell the truth. Oh, God, yeah, you not always tell the truth. But I know we discussed a long time ago that, you always talk to me about the modding and stuff, because we had discussed before that
what was it we discussed? I'm trying to remember. Oh, because you and I were so close of friends. Remember we had to kind of be distant?
Yes.
And
Well,
we had
and the other
discussed
thing-
that. The mods didn't like because we were so close friends.
See, I get the impression, right, that she's bringing this up again. She's getting all of this stuff on the record, right, to make sure, and she's saying it as Tricia said it to her. Tricia's not denying it, so it's all on the record. And it seems like what Tricia did was she claimed that all the moderators and Sue were mad and upset because Tricia was good friends with CR, and so they had to hide their friendship because it was making everybody mad. And my guess is that that's a complete lie, based on the fact that CR brought this to the table and mentioned it, and everything she's done so far has been about getting stuff on the record. She is exposing another one of Tricia's lies and manipulations that was attempted to keep Sue and the other mods from talking to CR and finding out what was going on.
Sue didn't like it, but we were real close friends.
Well, here's the thing, and we discussed this too, and if anybody ever asks, I'll tell them. One thing I discussed and you agreed is that if you ever did anything wrong, our friendship could never enter into it ever. It was the forum.
Yeah, we did discuss that.
Yeah, and you understood that very clearly.
Yeah,
and so that was never a problem. But
I know, and you was just protecting me from all the other crap. I understand that was going on.
Well, they just
Tricia was just protecting her. She was just protecting CR from all those other mean bullies, right? I shudder to think how much genuine love and concern this woman showered on Tricia before she finally got the measure of her. It's just so upsetting to think of her doing this to people, and what she did to Beth B, and what she did to Helen Ross, and what she is, what she does to all of her members. It is so infuriating what she did to Mr. H, how much money she got out of him. What she admitted to was $50K. So probably it was more.
I said they were upset at the name dropping, and I don't know. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. You have so many good qualities, and you do such good
Yeah, that's
work.
the reason why I left the forum, is because, I left being a mini mod because I was talking to and I didn't want to be involved in all the bullshit that was going on.
Right.
And I wasn't going to lie and not say that I was not talking to I don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
And, then when all the other crap started, when you told me that night, you called and told me that the mods were all raising hell and I should have been banned or whatever, that's when I asked you to deactivate my account. And that...
You see that? She's getting that on the record too, right? So what Tricia told CR was that all the mods hated her because of something she said about somebody on the forum, and that Tricia was just trying to protect her, right? She was just trying to protect her from all the mods who hated her. So she's now telling her everybody hates her, but Tricia is there to be the go-between and to try to smooth everything over and make sure everything turns out all right, right? Yes, classic triangulation, and just a sickening thing to do to someone that you call friend, who has, from the deep goodness of her heart, helped you on numerous occasions out of situations of your own making. It is absolutely abominable behavior.
That was to get them off of your butt.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate that. I do. It's just what happened. When you posted all that stuff about mods, that was totally against the rules for mods. When you said that you were talking to Mark and
I didn't post that.
Mark said this in the mini mod forum, you did.
Oh yeah, I posted that for the mods to read and catch up. Yeah, because we had discussed all that, because I was being asked for, and that's why they put it there. They put it there for me to keep them updated so they would know when the boards were going to blow up.
So you were asked to put that there?
Yeah, you knew. I thought you knew about that. We were all
I knew nothing
discussing
about that.
We were discussing all that. That's what the mini mod forum was on the thing. Is we were all going in there and discussing our opinions. And knew I was.
So yeah, we've moved off of the Oregon, but I think what she's trying to do, she's trying to get everything on the record here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on, and Tricia has been manipulating behind the scenes with all the moderators and all the administrators, and playing everybody off against each other, including Sue. And Sue and CR are on the same team now, right? They have been talking to each other. So she is getting everything on the record about how Tricia has presented her behavior to CR, right? Yeah, she's getting it all out on the record. And Tricia is oblivious. She's doing a beautiful job.
I was talking to them, and every one of them knew I was talking to but we just posted stuff in there. But I don't think that only thing I ever posted in there was when was found that was devastated. The rest of the stuff was emailed or private messaged to, giving her forewarning that this is what's going on and it's getting ready to hit the fan. This is coming out in the news. This is what I've been told, so be careful.
Got it. Okay,
and all that was stuff was
fine.
Yeah, all that stuff was sent to because I don't. But no, the only thing I put in there in the mini mod form that day was, is devastated, and then sent me a message and asked me if I talked to him, and I told her yes, because I'm not gonna lie, I can't do that. And then she wanted to know, and I said he's a basket case. He is devastated that they found his son's bones.
Right. Right. You know what? Here's the thing. That's all.
Again, right? We're talking about a situation where a man has found the remains of his son. And Tricia's like, yeah, right. Anyway, back to what I was saying, back to the way that I was manipulating you. Nothing. Like nothing for the finding of the man's child's, right? This is how she can swear on her child's eyes and on his life, and if he had a pew-pew at his head, because she doesn't care about people at all.
All over and done with, and I'm sorry it didn't work out. You, like I said, you have so many great qualities. You did such a great job in the unclaimed forum. And,
well, I'm glad I'm gone from Web Sleuth. You don't be
right. And now she's gonna fucking glaze her up with, oh, you've got so many great qualities. Right? It's just those other people didn't, it's all that thing. It's so infuriating to listen to her. And I'm so glad that CR is onto her and is not falling for any of this.
Sorry about nothing. I am so glad. I feel good about my new forum. It was the best thing that I ever done. I've not scheduled another radio show yet because I'm not ready yet. When I'm ready, I'll just spring one out there. But I'm just having a good time playing around in my forum, and I'm not tied to the computer.
Right.
It's like I'm taking a sabbatical or something.
Right.
And like we talked before, maybe one of these days I might come back. But if I do, I'll let you know if I want to come back. But I don't want to right now. And if I ever did, I would not use the same screen name. Of course, I would have you fix that.
So what I'm thinking is that Patricia manufactured all of this to get rid of CR because CR had the dirt on her. That's how I am understanding what's going on here. And CR is, I think that she's being genuine when she says that she's happy that she's out of it. Right. But I believe that, yes, that Tricia manufactured this whole thing so that she could get CR out of Web Sleuths because CR had too much knowledge of what Tricia had been up to.
Right, right.
But
I think you're the type of person that likes to do things your way, and you're smart enough,
100%.
and you're smart enough to do things the right way.
Yeah, I like to do things my way, and I do not like when I know something is right and then somebody tells me it's wrong, and I know damn well that it's right, and then I can't stand that. I mean, that
Yeah.
just irks me more than anything. And then they come back and it's like, well, I knew it was right all along, but no one wanted to listen to me. So,
Right.
I don't, and you know me, and I couldn't stand the bullshit that was going on there. Some of them
Right.
posters were driving me nuts. And,
Right.
lying, I can't stand lying. You know that. That's just not my
Mhm.
nature. You know me, I'm the type of person that will bend over backwards and help a friend.
Well, boy, that's the truth. Yes, you
I
are
will-
very helpful.
I'll bend over backwards and help somebody.
Yeah, she's very helpful. She's gotten you out of a lot of pickles, hasn't she? A lot of your gambling debts. It's so ugly. This behavior is so ugly, and it's so typical of these type of people. This quotidian grifting, scamming, constantly shifting and moving and trying to control the narrative and direct the action, right? And it's just it's the banality of evil that Hannah Arendt talks about. I mean, she's talking about fascism, but it's basically the same thing, right? It's this conscienceless move towards an objective that that just necessarily ignores any genuine humanity or connection, right? It's just, it seems in some ways like small potatoes, but this is exactly the attitude, the willingness to use and manipulate and twist other people to your own ends, that is just the absolute defining characteristic of these type of people. And this is why you can't spend time around them, because there is no way to have a relationship with this type of person without being harmed by them. No, it's not possible.
And you know that.
Yes, indeed. I know.
that for a fact. So,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought it was
Absolutely.
time to just kind of distance myself and just, I know you told me about the stuff with you and Sue, and I just kind of wanted to back away. I don't want to be involved in all that. And I just wanted to play with my own forum. That's why I told you a long time ago I thought about starting my forum, and then I called you that day and said, oh, you're going to be mad at me. And you said, what did you?
So CR has, at this point in the things, she has started her own true crime forum. And it's just sort of nascent. At the end of the video, I'm going to share the link with the, I'm going to show you her true crime forum.
Do. And I said, you said, what did you do? And I said, I already started my forum. And then you congratulated me, and I was tickled.
I think that's great. I thought it was private. That's the only thing. I thought it was private.
It might as well be private. I only got like maybe 60 members, 50 or 60 members, so it might as well be private.
Right.
Nobody really knows about me.
But I mean, hey, I've always encouraged anyone who wants to do it to go for it. And there's lots of, well, I know there's several members on Web Sleuth that have their own little place to go to post things they can't post on Web Sleuth.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not that big of a forum. And, I might get tired of it down the road and just, it's gone one day and move on to something else.
That's the beauty of being your own boss. You need to be your own boss and be in control, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
No.
And that's what you should do.
Yeah.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, like that's the other thing, right? So she's here glazing her and going, oh, you've got all these great qualities, and you're the type of person who needs to do their own thing, and you need to be the boss, and you need to be in control. And so she's like trying to, again, like she's like, see, everything worked out for the best, even though this terrible situation happened. Everything's working out for you, and I'm here as your friend, and I know you so well that I can, you know what I mean? Like it's all just an act to cover up what she has been up to. It's disgusting. Yeah. I really hope, I have heard, what is this? What about Olap? Wouldn't it be hilarious if Olap would be playing on a loop? In the in the crime con? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play for a minute and run to the ladies' room. because I gotta have a wee.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
Play when I want to play and sleep when I want to sleep.
There you go.
And then I don't have to worry about, because nobody really, I mean, they're posting on my forum, but it's not nothing really bad. It's nothing that I have to sit on them. I mean, it's like we got a joke section on my forum, and where people can go and tell jokes. And I mean, and I told, I put some whoppers up there. And I know for a fact I could have never put those on Web Sleuth without
oh, sure, you're right. Right.
Without getting killed. So, I have stuff like that. Like this one, it says a husband and wife are trying to set up a new password for their computer. The husband puts my penis, and the wife thought, the husband uses my penis for his password, and the wife falls on the ground laughing because on the screen it says error not long enough. I could have stuff like that.
You could not put that up on Web Sleuth. They would die. They would just die.
I'm having fun.
Good.
And to me, that's what a forum is about. Relax, have fun. Don't bash people. Don't argue with people. Just enjoy yourself. And that's what I'm doing.
Just keep it as you have it. If it gets much bigger, you're going to start running into those problems.
If it starts getting bigger, then I'll handle the problems and just see how it goes. If it gets too big and I can't handle it, I can always walk away. But like I said, though, not, me, I flip around all the way. But I'm glad I got to talk to you because that was just, my stomach was in knots.
Oh, honey, I didn't mean to get you. No. I didn't mean to get you in knots. There's nothing going on. I wish there was. I wish I knew what was going on.
No, I just wasn't clear what you were saying to me today and stuff like that. And I was like, what's going on? Did I do something? Is she protecting me? Is Tricia sick?
No.
Is something wrong?
No. No, it's fine. It was a confusion on my part, and but here's the good thing is I do have the money to pay you back, and I appreciate it. You helped me tremendously.
Okay. Did your brother give it to you today?
Yes. Oh no, he hasn't given it to me today. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I can get it to you. So we're all set. But I don't know what's going on. Here's the thing that's frustrating. Sue is such she's done some great things with Web Sleuth.
Right.
She really has. She's organized and smart and just is can be such a wonderful person. And we can do a lot together. I can't explain this latest thing. It's just so bizarre, Kathy. It's so bizarre. I don't know why she won't sit down and talk with me. I don't.
Right? She's talking shit on Sue. But here she is, right? She's going to start off with like, Sue's so smart and she's done such a good job, and see how reasonable I am, and see how I actually can see clearly what a good person Sue is. So whatever it is that she's doing right now is obviously out of character, and so something must be wrong with her cuckoo brain for her to be doing this, because it doesn't make sense. It's not that there's anything going on. It's that Sue is cuckoo in her brain, right? She literally says in the next, we watched it last time, but in the phone call that comes after this one, she actually says that Sue can't think logically, right? And that's where the problem is coming from.
Don't know, what the hell? I mean, I had to hire a lawyer and I had the lawyer look at everything, and he said there's nothing going, everything's fine. Everything's great. There's nothing she has no actionable.
Right? She's lying and she lies in the next one too, where she says that she has no witnesses and she has no affidavits and she has no evidence. And of course, you don't settle a court case if you can win it. Right? So sometimes Tricia says she won it, and sometimes she says she's settled it. But even when she says that she settled it, she's implying that the case was settled, not that she had to settle it to the tune of $100K. But at one point, she does actually admit even that much, right? She admits publicly on YouTube that Helen Ross paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $120K to deal with this whole mess here. And she says it like she's bragging because she's lying about Sue. Well, I don't know if it's a lie about Sue. Sue did actually say, Tricia doesn't have any money, so we should be able to win this without any problem. And so when Tricia's talking about that, she makes it seem like it's much more nefarious than it is, and that Sue was out to steal web sleuths off her, and that she plotted to do it. And, you know, she knew that Tricia wouldn't be able to fight her and all this, which is not how it happened at all. And she's now trying to characterize the situation as though she has no idea what the problem is, and that Sue, instead of coming to her with the problems, is instead just going ahead and suing her without even having a conversation. And that is not at all what happened. So, yeah. I saw something here I wanted to post up, but now I can't find it. It was settled for somewhere in the neighborhood of 100K. Yeah. And she had to pay lawyer's fees as well, right? I don't know if, yeah, I mean, it could well have been, I can't remember. There's been so much information has come out, but I remember early on in all of this, when we first saw this case, that there's somewhere in one of the documents, it said that Tricia had taken in excess of $58,000 more than she was entitled to out of the Web Sleuths LLC account over the couple of years that they had been in business together. And so there would have been the $58,000, right? And then there would have been whatever money she had, you know, Sue gave her $11,000 for the business. She loaned her $6,000, which I believe Tricia paid back, but she gave her money. There were overdraft fees. There were constant issues, right? So, and then there was lawyer's fees on top of it all. Plus you would get something just for having been through all of that. So I think $100,000 seems, yeah, I think that seems right. And that's from Tricia's mouth, those amounts. Tricia said that.
Case for anything, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I've never talked with Sue enough to know Sue very well, because the only persons I've ever talked to is you, and of course, that's the only two. And I always talk about here because she used to live here when she worked at university.
I haven't talked to her for a while.
No, I haven't. I know she was having some house problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, a while back, and I haven't called her. I need to call her though and check in.
See how she's doing.
But see, since I've left Web Sleuths, I haven't. You know, when you said all the mods were mad and upset, I thought, I better not call.
Yeah, I mean, I just totally up to you. I mean, this is fine. I don't know her well enough to know either way, but she's always been wonderful to me. Everybody there is great.
Well,
you know, that's
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was a mod.
Mhm.
I think she was the one that recommended me, and then I think
right
to be a mod.
The two, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, such a complicated life. Oh, thank you, buddy.
About it.
Right in front of me. But anyway,
not tonight for me because my hubby's taking me out to eat.
Oh,
We've had a nice talk, and I'm gonna kick back and have me a nice glass of wine or a Bahama Mama.
And don't worry, everything is fine. It was just me worrying that what is going on with my head.
And we're two of a kind. I worry about you, you worry about me, and we're doing it at the same time. Ain't that awful?
That was pretty funny, actually, because that's really why I was calling you back.
Yeah, they're just two of a kind. Tricia just loves that. You know why she loves that? Because she thinks that she thinks that her lies are working, right? And CR is doing a great job. CR is doing a great job of keeping her engaged and not suspicious. Tricia is not doing charity work. No, she's not doing charity work. They're for profit, right? Othram? That's not a charity. Tricia, maybe she does want to crash off. I mean, it's entirely possible. These people have no bottom. I mean, we know that much, right? The whole thing with Beth B and Helen Ross will tell us everything we need to know. Oh, Dreamfeed Media. Yeah, I haven't seen her video yet, but she does good work, Dreamfeed Media. She does not mess around. She does a lot of research. And she's actually from the town, right? She's from that town where Beth B lives. So Dreamfeed Media, Grace, yeah, she has got she has done all the FOIA on the you know how Tricia during the field trip videos, she was saying that they had called the police to complain about the aggressive door knocker, and that she had called the ambulance for Beth B on all these different times, and that they had called the city of Dallas or whatever it was, or the state, to find out about the Department of Insurance and all that stuff. Well, she did FOIA requests for all those phone calls, and none of them exist. So, yeah. She's just a straight up liar and a grifter. And for people who don't know, yes, she has withdrawn her efforts at getting control of the estate, of Beth B's estate. And now Daphne has responded. Daphne's lawyers have responded to that, saying, well, that's great, but she also needs to drop her creditor suit, because she's really just a meddlesome interloper, and she doesn't have any claim, any genuine claim to the estate. So just catching people up a little bit there. So yes, let's carry on. We've still got
Good God.
20
Before you know it, we'll start looking alike, wearing the same clothes, talking the same.
Hey, I wish I had your body, man. I wish I weighed as much as you. I would be in heaven.
Well, I'm not 5'2", 5'3", and weigh 117.
Oh God, I wish I weighed 117 when I was a fetus.
That's another one of her manipulations, right? She said, did you catch that? Kathy was saying, CR was saying, I'm 5'3" and I'm 117 pounds. And Tricia says, I weighed 117 pounds when I was a fetus. And if you could remember what she looks like, DFM is Dreamfeed Media, Chickenhead, Dreamfeed Media. You should go check out her channel. I will try and post the link if I remember. Dreamfeed Media is the name of the channel. Grace is the name of the woman who runs it. And she lives in the town that Beth B was from. And she also does really great deep dive, well-sourced videos. And I lost track of what I was saying, so I'm just going to carry on. 20 minutes to go with this woman.
Oh, wow, Tricia.
I'm losing a lot of weight, though. I'm not eating because it's like I'm so worried about when.
I think that's what happened to me today, because I was so worried and not, so I didn't eat.
Now, that's what I was saying. I was saying this whole, hey, Tricia, hey, I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. I was wondering if you were at CrimeCon. Looks like it's Christina's there and all the gang. So I'm excited to get updates on what's happening there. So what I was saying about Tricia, her other manipulation is that she's fat and she's old and she's ugly and she's stupid and she's incompetent and her boobs are saggy and she's, got mistaken for being a sex worker at the truck stop, and that, all this stuff, and that men pay her to stop dancing on the tables and that sort of stuff, right? It's a manipulation, right? I mean, she is that much of a car crash, but it's also a deliberate way of putting people off their guard, right? Because if you think that she's this dopey, and look how many among us fell for it, right? This dopey, incompetent, silly old woman who can't see past the end of her nose, right? It works beautifully. She's been running this grift for years. So while it's true, it's also a manipulation. And I mean, I used to date a guy for a while whose nickname was Dirty. And I was like, I could see it's a pretty good punk rock nickname. I get it, right? He was in a band and everything. And I'm like, but I mean, is that what you want to call yourself really over time? Like eventually there's some, some of that is I don't know. I think words have power, right? And that kind of when you pretend to be something, or you adopt a moniker of some kind, some part of you becomes that, right? So I think it's true that she is an incompetent doofus, but I also think that she weaponizes that for her grift.
Me today.
Oh my God!
You know me. You know me. I get worried. You know how I get panicky.
No, there's nothing to panic over. I know. I honest to God know nothing. As far as I know, everything's status quo. But I mean, who knows? She did this big thing. I responded, and now there's nothing. And every time
I don't know nothing about a lot of that law stuff. When you have partners in a business, I don't know a lot about that kind of stuff. So,
well, don't worry, everything is fine.
Good. You're going to do your voiceover now?
Yeah, I'm going to go do...
When are you going on iHeart? Have you heard yet?
Yeah, in fact, I talked to the guy yesterday. I'll be going on in the second week in August. And I'm very, very excited about it.
How many shows you got left in of Blog Talk then before you go?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything. They still got to talk to me. They've got to set up a whole bunch of stuff. They're having big meetings in New York on next week, and then the next week after that in LA, and then they're going to get back with me. I would love to do it. If I could do it every day, that would really help, because when I did the Zimmerman every day, that helped my show so much.
Well, are you getting enough advertisers now on Wesley's to help boost your income, or no? Because I know you had me working on that for a while, and I tried to boost some over there. I don't know if they ever showed up.
Yeah, the thing about that is we're making enough to pay the bills, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, Sue and I have the money thing worked out, but I don't make enough to live on.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't make enough to do anything else other than pay the bills, and I get a little salary. That's about it. It's not enough to live on. It's not bad, but it's not enough to live on. So, it's, again, I don't even know what to do or where to go with it or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's kind of hard.
I just want to stress, the server is not $5,000 a month. That's if the server people take care of it. You never have to worry about it.
Did you catch that? What she's saying now is like, oh, no, that was for something else, right? At some point, she told CR that she had to pay $5,000 a month for her server. And that was one of her poor me excuses for why she was so broke and needed money, and why CR gave her money, right? She got somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,500 or $4,000 or something out of CR. And she eventually paid her back, but only after she was being sued by Sue. Did she ever admit that? So, and I would, this is a fairly common lover of bad puns. I think you're in good company with that opinion. Megan definitely seems to be kind of dead behind the eyes, in my opinion. Megan is doing she does the, what's the channel called? It's called Megan and Kirsten, or Kirsten and Megan, one or the other. And it's their theme is ex-Mormon snark, and they do 2 live streams a week, I believe. And they are deadly boring. And just a warning, if you go over there, you could easily pass out from boredom. Paula D says, Dreadful Penny, Megan would have to have the confidence she's always trying to convince people she has for her to show her face at CrimeCon. I'm guessing she's sitting her ass at home. Oh, that's what I said. I don't think she has the guts. Yeah, I would agree. She doesn't have the guts. Megan cannot do snark. No, her version of snark is literally like playground stuff, right? Like, I know you were, but what am I? Kind of like just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. The only good thing about that podcast is her co-host, Kirsten, who is kind of think Dolly Parton. Very pretty, very, very pretty Southern American pretty girl with very blonde hair and very big eyes and very bubbly personality. And Megan hates her guts. but pretends that they're very good friends. Yeah, I mean, I think I like Kirsten too. I mean, right, we get taken in by these people. It has happened to me. It could happen to her. She may well think that she is great friends with Megan. I have thought that certain people were great friends of mine to find out, and for years, like even decades with some of them. It took me that long. So I do get it. And they do have in common, that they were, faithful Mormons for many, many years. And then, some things happened in their lives that made them start to question their faith. And then they left the faith, and they have similar opinions about what is wrong with the church. So I can see how that could cover a lot of, could cover paper over the cracks a lot in a friendship like that, right? And also, she's younger than Megan, right? Hang on. I was trying to put Tricia up there. Tricia says she's supposed to be going. I heard Megan was going from her chatting to Tricia in a recent live. I don't know if she physically did, but that was last I know. Oh, okay. Well, none of us had heard anything yet, so good. Thanks, Tricia. Two Birds on a Wire says Megan does hate her guts. I stopped watching any of their stuff after the 9-hour live, but I could tell from the jump Megan hated Kirsten when she doubted Kirsten had the prophet eat at her table. I mean, I did a video response video to one of their episodes, to the episode that they did immediately following Megan's live, where she played the courtroom audio from the 9-hour from Lauren's TRO hearing. And then she went over to Ex-Mormon Snark afterwards. And so I responded to that episode of it. And man, it was so much worse than I even expected it to be. I think she feels sorry for Megan. Yeah, I think you might be right. She certainly is very tolerant of Megan's rudeness and inability to take a joke or to, let Kirsten ever just enjoy the limelight even for a second.
Yeah.
They'll do it for $5,000.
Yeah, that's when we were talking when Jody Harris was spinning.
Right. And it was spinning.
You have to buy another server.
Yeah, and to get someone to put it up, that was hard. And the only way they would do it, the only way the server people would do it, is if
it was the 5,000.
5,000, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
That's what
But if we got another server, it would double the server fee, which we could still pay. But Websleuth is a great. First and foremost, it is a great place to help people, and that's what I've always wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that I wish people would understand, that accuse me of just trying to get money, and that's not the case. If I wanted to get money, once a year I'd ask everybody to donate $1.
Yeah,
and then,
you could do that.
But the thing is, I would.
How many of you have seen Tricia? If you've been watching Olap's videos at all, then you will have seen Tricia asking everybody to just donate $1. So she's about to say she would never do that.
Would never do that, because I have made a promise and a vow that we will never ask for donations, and nothing on Websleuth will ever cost a thing.
Right.
I've literally gone without food to pay the server fee. Not lately, but this was a while ago.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Well, didn't when you sold your T-shirts and stuff make income?
No, God, I've still got those sitting in there. I haven't paid it for a while, but yeah.
So you still selling them? I mean, I don't know.
No. No one would buy them.
Oh, crap.
With all this product, I know. I don't. Here's the thing: Websleuth is a great resource for a lot of people, and there are people that depend on Websleuth.
Right. Has people ever before just send you out of the blue, just ever send you anything and say like Merry Christmas?
No.
Oh, you don't have no members that's ever done that? That's weird.
No. Let me think. Years ago, long before Sue came on, it seems like somebody sent me like $60 or something.
Oh, I figured they
Yeah.
might send you and Sue like something for Christmas or something.
No. Oh God, no. And we would never expect it. No.
Yeah.
No.
I think I sent you something. Did I send you a gift card for Christmas and Sue one for Christmas this past year?
It was really sweet. Yeah. What was it? It was. I used
Bath
it.
and Body
I used it
Works.
immediately.
Bath
That's
and Body
That's
Works.
Yeah, and you
And I
sent
think
one
I
to
sent-
Sue, too.
I sent one to Sue, and I think I sent one to Kim. No,
Yeah.
I can't remember if I sent one to Kim or not. I did.
That was very
Three
sweet
of
of you. That was very, very sweet of you.
Yeah.
So,
No, I figured you had other members like me that would do stuff like that.
no, I don't expect it. I don't look for it. I don't encourage it because I don't ever want anyone to feel the least bit obligated. Web Sleuth is there for free and for
Right.
people to use and for people to enjoy. And there's lots of people, Kathy, that are shut-ins that come to Web Sleuth and they depend on Web Sleuth.
they
And I
do.
never want them to feel like, gosh, I can't contribute any money, therefore I'm,
Did you catch that? She knows very well what she's doing, right? She said a lot of the people that are Web Sleuth members are shut-ins and they depend on Web Sleuth. And if it's not there, then they don't have any connection with the outside world, right? She knows very well who her audience is and who she is threatening with losing their only lifeline to the outside world every time she comes on there and says that if they don't pay, if they don't donate, if they don't give her money, the website is going to go down. The YouTube channel is going to go down, right? She knows exactly who she's grifting off of. Fucking exactly. Yes, the Shaddons are who she's counting on. We're like, oh, nice to see you. A long time no see.
Yeah.
back. No.
Oh, I was going to
Never.
ask you one day, and I forgot to ask you it since we're talking about money. I know donated all that money to Alexander's. How much did he really donate?
To who?
The Alexanders.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, I thought
I
you
have no idea.
knew. I thought you knew.
No, I have.
Okay, sorry, I keep talking and interrupting, but I just want to orient people. She's talking about Mr. H here, the guy that she got 50 grand off, the guy that said in his affidavit that he felt that she had fleeced him, the man that donated large sums of money to Travis Alexander's family after his death at the hands of Jodi Arias. So this whole conversation is about him right now.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I mean, they were very grateful.
Yeah.
Very grateful.
He must
And
be
it
a
was-
millionaire or something.
I don't know. He is so funny. I got to know him through my radio show. I didn't even know he was a member of Web Sleuth.
Oh, he is
Yeah.
a member of Web Sleuth. See, I didn't know that either. I just knew he
I
on
had
the
no
radio.
idea. Yeah, I just got to know him through the radio show. It had nothing to do with Web Sleuth.
Yeah.
And then one day he contacted me out of the blue and says, I'd like to, see, here's my mind again. I can't even say it. Sponsor your radio show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, that's sweet. I've never had anybody. I've asked for sponsors. And again, I only do that to pay for the bill that it costs me. I never put money.
Yeah, I know it's
And-
$99 a month.
Yeah. And so he wants to, here's the thing about, I love him. He's starting to be a part of my show all the time now.
Oh,
He's so damn good. He is so smart, and he asks the questions that everybody else is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up with them. But he gets up in the morning and thinks, what can I do to help somebody today?
Oh,
that
sounds like a nice.
He is.
Yeah.
He's always like, calling people and checking on them and making sure this person's okay. Or, I'll call him and he'll be saying, well, I'm talking to.
Yeah, he's a really decent man. And she got her claws into him and got over 50 grand out of him. 50 grand, as Tricia pointed out, that could have gone to a family that was dealing with a terrible tragedy and the associated costs of that terrible tragedy. Tricia took that money and stuck it in a one-armed bandit. Or she gambled it away online, more likely.
To, so-and-so, and they just need a shoulder, and he'll talk to someone for hours. He is such a sweetheart.
Good.
No, but I know the Alexanders were incredibly grateful to him. I don't know how much. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, but they were very, very grateful. And I know he is, hold on one second here.
Okay, dear.
Hold on. Oh, come on.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. They're just not answering. Thank you very much. I just, the building I go to, you have to get in through a,
Security.
and nobody was answering. I'm like, oh, so there's some people standing inside, and I just asked them to open it. But anyway, you know, I know he he knows. That's how I got them on my show.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I mean, he's just a wonderful. Hi, Mario. I'm here to chat and get your free food and stuff. I'm going to a dumpster. Okay.
Did you hear that? I'm here to chat and eat your free food and stuff. Sounds like the Tricia I know.
But anyway, yeah, he's a doll. I really, really like him, and he's so helpful on my show. I mean,
Well, good. Has he took on the responsibility every month now since I'm not on there sponsoring?
On the month, yeah. He or I will take care of it. This month I'll be able to take care of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I am getting a check for my voice work. The voice work is.
Hey, Dental Lori, are you not at CrimeCon? I thought all of you fun girls went to CrimeCon, or maybe you're just not there yet. Anyway, we were playing Christina's TikTok earlier of her doing the CrimeCon dance. Super glad to see her there having all the fun that she should be having. So you are there. You're at CrimeCon. Oh, good. What's all the news? Tell us all the news. Did Lauren get humiliated and kicked out in front of everybody? Tell us all the news.
Really steady, but the checks are, you know, it just depends on when the client pays. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm getting a check today, so I'll be able to pay for it no problem this month. And only, you know, he'll sponsor it if I can't.
Right.
Right. But see, I don't think I'll be, like I said, I haven't even talked to him yet, but I'm almost positive I won't be able to go on Blog Talk.
Well, we're all sitting here together, says Dental Lori. So say hello to everybody from all of us over here. We're super excited to hear how everything goes. And everybody was, we were watching Christina's TikTok and everybody was saying, yay, Christina's at CrimeCon. And we're all super excited and celebrating you guys being there and having fun and being free to go where you want. And I mean, it would be lovely if Lauren got kicked out, but just the fact that she has to completely eat it, that all y'all are there and every single buddy knows the whole story. I can dine out on that, I think, for a little while.
Almost positive.
This normal Idaho mom says, we love our trial tourists. So yes, I hope you're all having a wonderful time.
After I do iHeart.
Yeah. And then
that's why I want to do a show all night. I really do. But anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so you're going to start doing a show at night on iHeart or a show at night on Blog Talk?
Well, I'd love to do a show at night on iHeart. They've only got me scheduled for one a week.
Oh, okay.
And it has to do with logistics because I have to come into Salt Lake and I have to get studio time at Clear Channel.
You know, she was talking about, this is before she started YouTube, right? She didn't come onto YouTube until 2020. But she's talking about, she was on, I think it's iHeartRadio. She's talking about she wants to get on, or one of them, I can't remember, but she wants to get on a show on every night, right? She wants to work her grift every night. And that's what she does now. That's exactly what she does now. She does her show every night and she gets her grift. She does her grift every night on YouTube. This is what she was trying to get to on with the various, internet radio stations that she was part of.
And it's hard to get studio time.
So you better stay away if comes out there for Clear Channel. I'm telling you.
Who's that?
Oh, no, wait a minute. He left Clear Channel. He's at Cumulus. That's it. Stay away from Cumulus.
There wasn't Cumulus.
Who is that?
Cumulus Radio?
No, who is Gary?
He is a manager. He's like one of the micromanagers that comes in and cleans up a radio station.
Oh, I hate. Oh gosh.
You know what they are, being in radio. They come in, stay for a while, clean house, reorganize everything, and haul ass to the next market.
And then nothing. The ratings don't go up. Everything stays the same. And they.
So yeah, just confirmation that Lauren is in CrimeCon. She has been allowed in. So bummer, but as I say, at least she has to face the fact that literally everybody's like, did they kick her out? And that everybody wanted her to be kicked out. The fact that she got in, well, we all still hate her anyway.
Yeah.
And change again. Yeah, exactly. I know. Consultants, I hate them.
Yeah, he works for Cumulus.
Yeah, no, this is Clear Channel. We do have Cumulus here though.
Yeah,
but I can't imagine they're gonna let me do blocked.
No, it may not.
I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they won't. But
yeah,
doing the Zimmerman thing every night really helped a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I haven't even looked at my stats. The last time I looked at my stats, my total was over 1,300.
Wow, isn't that cool?
For archives. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, listening archives, that's the thing that, gets the fun stuff going is the archives. So
yeah, it does. So I was really shocked. I was really shocked.
You had a topic that had people.
I thought about asking one time to come on my show, but I don't even know if I want to go there.
Well, you should. I don't see why you shouldn't.
Well, I don't know either, and she'll probably want to come on, and I've never talked to her, so I don't know if I want to get into all that or whatever, because, when you had them on the show, I don't know, do you think it might have helped them talk some, or do you think that it didn't help them?
I think it did. No, I think it did.
You think
I think that's why he didn't come on anymore, is because he talked too much.
Oh, okay. So it probably didn't help.
See how she's doing it? See how CR's getting everything on the record? She keeps bringing up all the pertinent stuff and making sure it's on the record.
To be on the show then.
Well, no, I think I wanted it. She liked it when he was. Let me put it this way. I'm speaking for her, and I shouldn't because I have no idea. I did ask her. Let me put it this way. I did ask her, is it hurting you to have on? And she said, absolutely not. She said, let him talk. And I said, okay. And that's where it was left.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess the more he talks, I guess the better. I don't.
Carolina Hurtado says, and the fact that she may run into Christina and Jay, we're talking about Lauren here, and the girls, I'd be so embarrassed if I were Lauren, but we all know she has no shame. And yeah, we know she has no shame because we saw, if you think of the video that came out that Lauren put out of, I'm terrible with everybody's names and stuff, but I think it's Janice approaching her and Lauren going, I'm afraid, you're scaring me. Everybody knew that was an act. And yet she had no shame doing that, right? She was very happy to put on that act, knowing that the person she was doing it to knew that it was an act. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She just will do whatever she thinks she needs to get what she wants, which is all the attention and all the clicks and all the money and all the adulation.
I don't know.
Did you see the People magazine article?
I've seen it, but I haven't really read it that good. I just scanned it.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
No, it's not. Well, I might, when I get a chance to sit down on my reading. That's another thing since I'm off Websleeves. I've got me another new book that I'm going to sit down and read.
What book's that?
I think it's Rope Burns. Is what it is. Oh, God, yeah. I'm into true crime stuff.
Uh-oh. What's this one?
Let me see if that's the name of it. Rope Burns. Yeah, Rope Burns by Robert Scott. The shocking true story of the most twisted couple in American crime. Michelle McCall and James Daveggio, Daveggio, Daveggio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happened in 1997.
And what'd they do?
They murdered a girl named And they murdered some other women.
Lover of Puns says John will be apoplectic if he sees Christina's videos. Have you seen John lately? I was looking at, I can't even remember what they were talking about now. I was so aghast at the sight of them. They both look absolutely awful. John has dropped a ton of weight. I'm assuming that he's taking something to help him accomplish that, because his blood pressure was so out of control that his doctor is like, you are literally going to pop your clogs tomorrow if you don't get a grip on this. But so he looks, and he has that weird kind of gaunt look where his skin is too big for his body now. And then Lauren just has this like caught in the headlights look of like so much Botox or whatever it is that she can't move her face properly. And they both have this kind of stringy, sort of greasy looking hair that is like, they look awful. Is it Ozempic face? Is that what it is? Yeah. It's really something. Like, I genuinely can't even remember what the video was about because I was so staring at them. And they're both wearing these like sickly, John was wearing like, I think like a salmon colored golf shirt. And Lauren was wearing like a sickly day glow green sweatshirt or something like that. And they just, oh my God, they look absolutely awful. Like, they never had much of a presence on camera anyway, but holy smokes, they do not look good, either of them. Yeah, just to say. So, because Lover of Bad Puns mentioned John, I just wanted to say how very, very badly all of this seems to have hit him, and how very glad I am to see that, because one of the last things that I heard from Dr. John was on the body cam footage where he was trying to intimidate Officer Bovey into literally putting an innocent person in jail for what would have ended up being 25 years. So I'm glad he's taking it badly and that it is taking a toll on his health, because if anybody deserves it, it's Dr. John.
Michelle, that's Michelle, the Michelle lady. That's the one that was his friend. That's Michelle, that's him. That's the guy. James Anthony was convicted on May 19th for the abduction and rape of... That was one of them. They found her body. So that's a new book that I just got it. I'm going to sit down and read it.
Dang, you've got a lot. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, Kathy, you need to be in charge of everything. It's, you know, you sit back and you look and you can see when things are done wrong. And if you can't speak up, you know, I think that makes you unhappy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. And I like to be in charge. You know that.
Yeah, so I think all of this will be really good for you.
Yeah, and I want to read that book about John Bonet.
Oh, it makes me so mad. See, I think all of this will be really good for you, because that's really what Tricia is concerned about. I mean, she doesn't mind that Kathy has bad things to say about Web Sleuths, because really Kathy's just a different sort of person, and she has taken the steps to find her own happiness, and that's really all that Tricia is concerned about, because Tricia just cares about her friend so deeply.
Hey, who was it that put it out? James Kohler?
James Kohler. Oh,
I want to get that, and I want to get the new book by Lily and Dr. Glass. I thought about having Dr. Glass on my show. What do you think? Could you arrange that for me?
I could ask her. Sure, I could.
Well, she's on my Facebook page. We're Facebook buddies.
Just ask her. Sure. Just ask her.
Yeah, I won't do that without you knowing. What happened to Levi's show? Is he still having it, or?
No. Here's the odd thing. He said he stopped doing a show, and I said, why? And he said, I was making all this money for Blog Talk, and he's right. Blog Talk makes a ton of money off our shows. Oh. He said, and then they were charging me
to be on there, and he said, and I'm part of the revenue sharing, and the revenue sharing is ridiculous, and he's absolutely right about that.
I'm not part of that, so I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's just when people come and listen to the archive, they have to watch an advertisement first, and you get a little bit of money for it.
Should I do that? Should I go into revenue?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to opt into the revenue sharing. Now, are you doing a freebie or not?
I'm doing the one that's $39 a month.
Okay, then you should be able to do the revenue sharing.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Absolutely. But let me tell you how much it is. So, like, on a huge month that I have, tens of hundreds, maybe even close to 100,000 or so downloads, I'll make maybe $20.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that or not.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So what he said was, basically, he said, I'm tired of them making all the money off of me. He says, I'm just going to concentrate on, putting my shows together and trying to find a good show. Get a job doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck,
Yeah.
Good luck. So we'll see.
I bet he's not gotten any good jobs.
Well, it's hard. I mean, heck, when people like are out of work.
I know. What happened with? They just let her go, or they?
It was a budget cut. It wasn't anything.
Oh, okay.
It was a budget cut, but she's now working with Wild About Trial.
Oh, is that where she's at now? Oh, okay. That's the place you told me this morning to go look at, and I still haven't looked at it.
It looks really good, and I want it to. I'll be calling them, I think, Fridays at the time, and to talk about somehow us hooking up together.
Oh, that would be good.
We're perfect for each other.
Oh, you mean as far as on Web Sleuth and stuff, or?
Yeah, on Web Sleuth.
Oh, cool. See, I'm not getting into any of that on my form. I don't think I'm ready to do it. If I see I'm going to keep my form forever and ever and ever, I might get involved in that. But right now, nah.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. So I just, I don't know what we can do. Even if it's exchanging links would be a good idea, because I'm sure they have a ton of people, and we have all the people that they want. We have all that. Their demo is what Web Sleuth is.
Oh.
So I think it would be very beneficial to both of us to work together somehow.
That would be good. That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good. No, I just didn't know whatever happened to. If he stopped his show, or if you two had a falling out, because I know that one time I didn't know.
No, I've always gotten along great.
Yeah, so I didn't know what had happened.
He's a great guy. He's always been a good friend. He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
And so I hope he gets a job. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I understand.
She's talking about another Web Sleuth member. I just took everybody's names out because I don't know who any of these people are, and I don't necessarily want to drag them all back into this stuff 13 years later.
His frustration, here you have to pay $100. I don't know if he does, but I pay $100 a month and I get $20 back, and yet they're making Lord knows how much money off of me. But here's the thing: you can't go anywhere. There's no other place on the internet that has the strength that Blog Talk has, meaning you never have to worry about the servers going down. The first time I tried to do a show, I went to this place that charged me $100 a show to do it.
Oh, God.
But they gave me a producer who answered the phones, who did all the technical stuff, and that was great. Man, that was wonderful. I had an intro, the music, and everything.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do an audio file yet for Blog Talk, but I thought about doing one.
It's fairly
for the
easy.
intro.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. Here I am paying these people $100 a month. My first show, it bogged down their servers and it broke. I mean, it popped it. And they were all excited because, like, we've never had this big of a show before. And I'm like, yeah, but half my people didn't get on, So I left and went to Blog Talk, and they can handle anything.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, look what they did with Chris Hughes that night. Chat room, 500 people.
Oh yeah, mine is the $39 a month plan.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's absolutely good.
2 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah,
and that's plenty for me.
Yeah, that's
when I want to do it.
I may start a show a night because the Zimmerman case helped me so much.
Yeah.
But I may just start doing a show a night, even if it's just for 20 minutes, and talking to myself. You know?
Right.
So I may do that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
At least
anyway,
Zimmerman's all over now, and you can rest and don't have to worry about that form anymore.
Oh, thank God, yes. Oh my God, because I literally had to sit on it all day, and so did everybody else.
I did too when I was doing it.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't
You know what it
move.
was like.
I didn't move.
You know what it was like. So,
well, I'll let you go because I know you got to get in and do your thing.
okay. I'm just going to actually probably take a little nap. I'm early, but I wanted to get in here and sit where it's nice and cool.
Oh, there you go.
So anyway, don't worry. I wasn't trying to protect you. There's nothing going on behind the scenes. There's nothing going on behind the scenes.
Good.
So everything is fine, okay?
Good.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Just wanted to let everybody know just before we finish up, there's nothing going on behind the scenes. Everything's above board. Everything's fine. I was just worried about you. That's all. So she's just confirming before they hang up that everything's good, that her story worked, right?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So that's the end of that one. Go back to looking at June. So if people don't know, Crush, I'm not sure if you were aware, a lot of people coming in late may not know that our friend Junebug has seen the light, and she has gone. The comment on the screen is from her in Tricia's chat saying, I see how it is. I come in telling the truth because I find out you lied and I get blocked. I am so disappointed. And then she says, I will pray for you, Tricia. So apparently June has joined the light. So I am delighted about that. The next thing I want to share is I just wanted to show you guys. This is Crime Watch. So yeah, proud of her. Right? She took in new information and she changed her mind, which is apparently none of us are able to do, according to Megan and Dr. John. So, yeah, welcome to the light, June Buggy. So yeah, so this website here. This is CR's crime forum. According to the person who is the source of these phone calls for me, according to that person, this Crime Watch is CR's forum, the one that she has started and has about 60 followers or 60 members at the point that conversation took place. So on the About page, it says Crime Watch is a groundbreaking digital platform that strengthens the connection between law enforcement and the communities they serve. Our mission is to provide a comprehensive suite of products that empower local police departments, enhance public safety, and increase community engagement. Founded in 2009, Crime Watch began as a printed magazine focused on crime awareness and law enforcement advocacy. So obviously her little forum must have merged with this Crime Watch because that wasn't until later. But anyway, we transformed into a cloud-based software as a service solution that operationalizes digital engagement for law enforcement, making it easier for departments to share critical public safety information through web portals, social media, and mobile apps. Today, the Crime Watch network facilitates seamless information sharing among law enforcement agencies across the United States, enabling departments to release timely and accurate crime data, gather intelligence, and communicate directly with the public. Our platform is designed to increase transparency, build trust, and help officers solve crimes more efficiently. Not unlike Web Sleuth, which is designed to grift off of shut-ins. With Crime Watch, local police agencies can leverage a single entry system to publish news, arrests, warrants, and case information that reaches the public through multiple channels. Our network allows departments to engage their communities, promote accountability, and increase the clearance and criminal cases while ensuring sensitive information is handled with care. By integrating social media, interactive crime mapping, and public tip submission, Crime Watch fosters a transparent and engaged relationship between law enforcement and the community, contributing to safer neighborhoods and enhanced public trust. Again, unlike web sleuths, which goes on there and speculates about innocent people while putting their pictures next to pictures of wanted people, and then gets called out by local law enforcement for endangering people needlessly with their irresponsible speculating. So yeah, just really professional looking. Crime Watch Core, this is their web application. It will mean a lot more to people in law enforcement, but this looks like a really professional and serious website, unlike so there's a whole bunch of testimonials from various different law enforcement professionals, etc. So it seems like, Dr. Ron Camacho, Chief of Police, Michael Piacentino, Lieutenant, Mannheim Police, Thomas Barnt, Chief of Police. These are all the various different organizations. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that a bit. I will put the link to it in the description if people want to check it out for themselves. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I feel like CR obviously had it in her heart to do the things that Tricia claims that she wants to do with web sleuths. I feel like CR put her money where her mouth was and actually did it. So just wanted to share that. And then also I wanted to share this. So this is Web Sleuths, and on the front page they got their little CrimeCon widget here, where we have a picture of a Bloody Caesar, the CrimeCon logo, and the Tricia in a cowboy hat. So telling people to look out for Tricia's cowboy hat on the CrimeCon floor. So that's all the exciting news from Web Sleuths and CrimeCon. Pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, and then so also I thought that we would read this real quick because not everybody has seen this yet. So we know that Tricia withdrew her she was trying to get a case going against Daphne, and she was trying to wrestle control of Beth B's estate away from Daphne's long-term friend. I think we all know these people's names now, so I have not redacted this. We've all seen it. We all know their names now. So I have spent hours and hours redacting things, but people are just saying these names out loud, so I'm just going to say it too. So I'm just going to read it real quick. It's just short. So Linda C. Mills' motion in limine regarding Patricia Griffith's standing. Linda Mills files this motion in limine regarding Patricia Griffith's standing and respectfully shows the court as follows. Section 1, background facts. Janet Wolford, aka Jan Wolford, decedent, died on May 17th, 2025, RIP Janet, at the age of 85 years. Decedent left a valid will dated July 21st, 2011. The will names Betty Jane Burks as executor and James R. Burks as successor executor. However, Betty Jane Burks and James R. Burks both predeceased the decedent. The dispositive scheme of the will names Betty Jane Burks as sole beneficiary if she survives the decedent, but if not, then James R. Burks as sole beneficiary if he survives, and if not, the entire estate passes to Tri-City Animal Shelter of Duncanville, DeSoto, and Cedar Hill. Tri-City Animal Shelter. Accordingly, Tri-City Animal Shelter is the sole beneficiary of the estate. Interesting that Daphne is not making herself a creditor and trying to take some of the estate for herself, isn't it? On December 1st, 2025, Linda Mills, decedent's close friend, filed an application to probate will and for issuance of letters of independent administration with will and annexed. the application, requesting to be appointed as independent administrator of the estate of Janet Wolford, deceased. On January 30th, 2026, Tri-City Animal Shelter filed its consent to Linda C. Mills serving as independent administrator. Subsequently, on April 29th, 2026, Patricia Griffith filed her creditor's objection and opposition to appointment of proposed executor. Creditor's objection, alleging to be a creditor of the estate and objecting to the appointment of Linda C. Mills serving as administrator of the estate. Alleging to be a creditor, right? Claiming that she's a creditor. Section 2, argument and authorities. Before a person may contest the probate of a will, such person must prove that he or she is a person interested in the estate. It has long been recognized that standing to contest a will requires a pecuniary interest that will be directly and immediately affected by the probate or the defeat of the will. A person who is not interested in the estate would be an interloper or a mere meddlesome intruder. Logan v. Thomason. In a contested probate proceeding, a probate court addresses the standing question first, estate of Johnson. When a party challenges a contestant's interest in an estate, the trial court hears that issue during an in limine proceeding before hearing the contest itself. Where will contests are limited to persons interested in the estate of the testator, the term person interested has a well-defined but restricted meaning. The language any person interested in the estate of a decedent has been construed by our courts as meaning a person who either absolutely or contingently is entitled to share in the estates or the proceeds thereof. Laros B. Hartman. In this case, Griffith has no interest in the estate and lacks standing to bring her creditor's objection. Griffith has presented no evidence showing she is a creditor of the estate and makes no allegations in her creditor's objection identifying how she is a creditor or what debt she is owed, because she is not a creditor but a mere interloper and meddlesome intruder. Accordingly, Griffith has failed to establish she meets the well-defined but restricted meaning of a person interested in the estate, and she has presented no evidence that she is absolutely or contingently entitled to share in the estate or the proceeds thereof. Griffith's allegations in her creditor's objection are merely conjecture and lack evidence to support a finding that she is a person interested in this estate. Section 3, request for relief. For the foregoing reasons, Mills requests that upon hearing, the court grant this motion in limine. Find Patricia Griffith is not a person interested in this estate, lacks standing to bring her creditor's objection, strikes her pleadings herein, and grant any other appropriate relief to which Linda C. Mills is entitled. So, it couldn't be clearer than that. And I haven't seen a mere meddlesome intruder. I think, I mean, it sums her up just exactly, right? Just exactly. And clearly, I mean, Linda Mills has had her number since the beginning. This does not come as any surprise to any of us. And I am super glad that this is what's happening. So this was on the 22nd, I think, of May. And today's the 28th, so we'll see if Tricia comes up with anything. I can't imagine what her world-class lawyers might come up with, but my guess is it's going to be SFA, and she is going to be SOL. So, yeah. So I think that's it for me. I am dying for the ladies' room. The dog is ready to go outside. The construction seems to have ended for the day. And I am, I'm a little wore out, actually. So thank you all for coming. It's been a blast. I'm super excited to hear about everything that's going to come out of CrimeCon in the next few days. And yes, hey Garth, hey Happy Go Ducky, hey Tracy Waltz, hey everybody. Yeah, thank you all for coming. I've suddenly just run out of steam just like that, which is very typical of me. I don't notice that I'm tired until all of a sudden I've hit the wall. So that's very normal for me. So I'm going to love you and leave you until next time. And I am going to, I've got one more part of the video deposition to go. So I'm going to get that out. And Jim Crochet. Yeah. Love Jim Crochet. I think he was already gone by the time I discovered him when I was about 7. I think he was already gone. But yeah, what a songwriter, eh? We lost a good one when we lost him. So thank you all for coming. Smash that like button on the way out if you don't mind, please. And I will look forward to seeing everybody next time. Thanks again. Bye.